Hi, Dr. Vasili Gatsinaris. I'm here today to talk to you about carpal tunnel syndrome. So anytime patients, whether you're an athlete or you're an employee of a company and you're experiencing wrist pain, hand pain, anytime they come to me, oh my goodness, Dr. Voss, I've got carpal tunnel syndrome. I read it on the internet, or I'm starting to get some tingling sensations. Do I have carpal tunnel syndrome? And unfortunately, it's a misdiagnosed and an overdiagnosed condition to where every time someone experiences wrist or hand pain, they automatically assume it's carpal tunnel. Not always the case. Carpal tunnel is basically a compression of the median nerve. So we have three major nerves in our upper forearm. Ulnar nerve down the ulnar bone, radial nerve down the radial bone, and median nerve down the middle. And that median nerve actually gets caught in this region right here where the bones and the carpal bones get stuck in this region, creating numbness and tingling. You're also getting muscle atrophy, and you're also dropping things. So perfect example is if you're at home at night and your hand's going numb and you can't lift a coffee mug and it drops, that's something that's a lot more serious towards carpal tunnel. Most of the time, from people that do repetitive overuse movements, it's just sprain strains or a lot of restrictions from our forearm muscles. So our forearm flexors flex our wrist and our extensors extend our wrist. And when these muscles are moving over a period of time, whether it's typing, grasping, twisting, turning, painting, what ends up happening is your body starts to build restrictions, scar tissue, and that can actually create a lot of tightness and tenderness. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on what to do to at least evaluate and to take a look at it first. Stretching. Number one thing to do whenever you have sore muscles or tight muscles is stretch. So as many of you have heard me say 30, 30, 30, which is every half hour, on the half hour, you're doing 30 seconds worth of stretching. So in this case, we're going to be bringing our fingers back. Both sides, 5 seconds each, 10 seconds. You can do the muscles where you bring your hands in this reverse posture, and you can also do individual fingers and stretching. 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30, at work or at home. That's definitely something you need to do every half hour, on the half hour for 30 seconds. Now, since most of us utilize a lot of our forearms, whether we're driving, whether we're typing, these muscles get overused, and these extensor muscles don't get used as much. So what ends up happening is they get weak, and so what I would do is recommend getting a thick rubber band, or you can, like me, get 3 small rubber bands, and actually doing wrist extensor movements. That'll help strengthen this side and help get those muscles to start to move. So good 40 seconds to a minute, 3-4 times a day, and then you can build up to where it's the thicker rubber band, or if you can't even do that, then start with the smaller rubber band. The last one is actually towel rolls. Grab a hand towel and roll it up, and what you want to be able to do is go ahead and start wringing it in the clockwise position and then also in the counterclockwise. Once again for a good minute to 2 minutes. And if you really want to get a little bit more out of it, wet it and actually really wring it out to where you're getting the muscles to contract and get a good feel. So clockwise and counterclockwise. Now if those 3 things don't help and you continue to experience some tingling sensation or it's getting worse, definitely go and get it checked out because it might be more serious than you think. Thank you and have a great day.